up, you guys? If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and in today's video it's time for another yes or yawn. So if you are new here, we are supposed to do these videos every single Monday. Clearly it's not Monday. Sometimes we end up on Tuesday. I'm sure we'll end up on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're gonna try to do these once a week. I try to keep them every single Monday, but I have a really inconsistent work schedule, so I have to film around my work schedule, so sometimes shit just happens, and I know I just suck at being a YouTuber. So that just means you guys should just turn on your post notifications, that way you're notified every time I upload. Or you can always follow me on Instagram. That's where I keep you guys posted. That's where I'm probably the most, like, consistent. Not even consistent. I'm not even gonna go that far. That's probably where I'm the most, like, interactive, I would say, with you guys. So back to the reason that we're here today. We are here to sit and bullshit about new makeup releases. New makeup, new skincare, new beauty stuff coming out. All that sort of shit, that's what we're here to sit and chit chat about. So before we get into it, make sure you guys check out Samantha March. Boom. Go check her out. She's the shit. I love her videos. She created this style of video and she's just a friend in my head. So make sure you guys go check her out. And if you guys do, make sure you let her know I sent you because I love her. And also make sure you check out her community playlist as well. I love that playlist. I watch it every single week. Everything that I always ramble about every single week. Make sure you guys just check them out, and also check out Trend Mood 1 and Hot Fire Makeup. They are the two Instagram accounts that I talk about or refer to when doing these types of videos. So check all that stuff out. It'll all be in the description box, but let's just dive right into all of the new shit that's coming out. Alright, so the first thing that we'll talk about are these new Violet Voss palettes. So they have 4 new palettes coming out. There is the Creme Brûlée, the Le Macaron, the Berry Burst, and the Fruit Sorbet palette. The only one that I'm really interested in is the Fruit Sorbet, just because I love the vibrant colors in it and I feel like it's truly unique to my collection. But these palettes are going to be $18. So you get 10 shadows in these for $18. I believe these are available the 25th. So they're coming in just a couple days, but I think these are just beautiful eyeshadow palettes. I've never tried the Violet Voss formula, but I hear amazing things about it. It's just the Fruit Sorbet one is the one that's calling to me the most, but I feel like for $18, that's a really good price for 10 shadows. And you can also buy these in a bundle as well for $65, I believe. So I'm totally into it. I'm really into the price tag of them. I believe these will be available at Sephora, but I could be wrong because you can get Violet Voss at Sephora now. But I'm just overall here for it. I think the color stories are beautiful. The Berry Burst reminds me a lot of like modern Renaissance vibes. Creme Brûlée is just like your typical nude, and then the Le Macaron palette looks like just an overall like shimmer or metallic palette. Overall, the Fruit Sorbet palette is the one I'm interested in the most just because of how unique it is to my collection. But all the other palettes I think are beautiful as well. It's just that's the one that's calling to me the most. Alright, so the next thing that I want to mention is the Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal Top Coats. Now they're going to have a brown shade and then a really beautiful like asphalt looking black. These look so beautiful, but I don't think I'm going to get them just because I'm really eyeing the Hourglass ones. The Scattered Light Glitter eyeshadows from Hourglass, I already have one and I want to own all of them because they're so fucking beautiful. But these shades, I just know that I won't use them often enough. I think I would use the black one probably, but I wouldn't use them as often as I would use these Hourglass ones. So that's the only reason that I'm not really interested, but I think they're stunning. Like, they're so fucking beautiful. I think these are going to be like 20 something dollars, like $25 or something like that. I haven't seen an exact price on them, I don't think, but I think they're beautiful. It's just something that I'm not personally interested in just because I'm interested in something else. And I'm really just overall eyeing holiday stuff at the moment. Like, I know this is like a limited product, but this doesn't just strike me as like a holiday item. I'm looking at like gift sets and stuff like that. So I'm just overall not interested myself, but I think they're gorgeous. All right, so the next thing I want to mention is the Colourpop No Filter Foundation Stick. These are actually currently available right now and they come in 30 different shades. Colourpop does a really nice job with their shade range. They keep it really fair amongst the different tones of skin tones. So I really love their shade range. I feel like they could go a little bit deeper with the deeper complexions, so they could definitely use some expanding there, but this is $10 for a stick foundation. I'm totally here for it. I've been really into stick foundations lately. Like, I've been loving the Makeup Revolution stick foundation, and I've also been loving the Hourglass stick foundation. Totally into stick foundations right now, so I am very here for it for this. I'm just going on vacation in like a week, so I'm not really buying anything at the moment, but I will most likely be picking this up as I get back. So if you guys want to see a wear test on this, let me know. I feel like at that point people won't really care anymore, but still let me know what you guys think. But I'm just totally here for it. I've just been really loving these stick foundations, and I also really love using them for like cream contour and cream bronzer. So very excited for these. The price is so right. Colourpop always does a really good job with the price range as well. So totally here for it for that. I was very excited to see that launching. All right, I've mentioned this in previous videos before, but I want to mention it again because I think it's so fucking beautiful. This is the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I think this is the most beautiful palette that she's done. I don't know like what it is. I don't know if it's like the color story or just the way that it looks. Like those metallics in this palette look so fucking bomb. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I'm definitely going to be purchasing it as soon as it launches at Sephora. So it's going to be a $65 eyeshadow palette. It has 4 multi-reflective shades. It's got 10 matte shades, 2 glitters, 1 pressed pearl, and 1 concealer base. Now I wanted to touch on this because I did mention this in my video before, but I wasn't sure if this was accurate or not. It is going to have a concealer in the palette. That's one thing I'm not crazy about because it just like, it just gives me like the willies. I said it before. I just don't love having creams and powders in the same palette, but I could get over that. So I'm very excited to try this. It will be available November 1st. You bet your ass I'm gonna be eyeing that, and I hope to God that we're gonna have that 20% off for the VIP sale during this because I'm gonna need that 20% off. So definitely excited for this. I wanted to mention it again because I'm just truly excited about it, and I think it's such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. The last fucking thing I need is another eyeshadow palette, but I'm totally here for it for that one. All right, so this next thing up is going to be from Estee Lauder. I first saw this and I'm like, that's so different and just so unique, so I'm totally here for it. This is the Estee Lauder, I gotta zoom in to see the name. It's the Futurist Aqua Brilliance Custom Makeup and Dewy Illuminator. So it looks like a foundation and illuminator in one, but you can pump them separately. I'm all in for this because I love having them both together, but then having the option to separate them. I love that. I think this is such a unique product. So it says it's going to be a radiant finish with a medium coverage with SPF 20. 2 downfalls with this though. It is going to be $80. That's very expensive, but it's very innovative and very unique. So I really wouldn't mind paying that. But right now it's available in Korea in only 4 shades. You guys ready for this? Cool Porcelain, Cool Vanilla, Warm Vanilla, and Cool Bone. Are you fucking kidding me, Estee Lauder? Like, how many brands do you own? You definitely have the means to do a full-blown shade range of this. So that's the main thing that I'm just like, why is there only 4 shades right now? But I'm still very excited. If they launch with only 4 shades, I will not purchase it because those shades don't even work for me as it is. But that's so limited of a selection that it's not even worth purchasing because who else is gonna buy that? And like I said, Estee Lauder just has the means to do a full-blown shade range. So if they don't, it's going to be so disappointed because I think this is a brilliant idea. I love the idea of it. So I really hope that they have a stellar shade range on that. All right, so this next thing is going to be from Fenty Beauty. It looks like our bodies are going to be glowing all winter. So they're coming out with new Fairy Bomb shimmer powders. I'm really happy to see this because I think I would rather purchase this over like the Fairy Bomb like puff thing. I feel like you probably get a lot more product in this and I feel like it's easier to almost manage. So it looks like they're going to have 3 shades, Coppa Chill, Rose on Ice, and 24 Karat. They'll be available at Sephora, which was October 19th through the 21st, and then globally they'll be available December 7th. So I'm really excited for these. I'm assuming they're going to be like $30-something at least. So I'm still excited over it. I just don't feel like I would be likely to purchase it during the winter because in New York it gets cold and this is how I'm dressed like all winter. So it really wouldn't be worth it to me to purchase in the winter time. But this would be something I would be totally into for summertime. So as of right now, I'm not interested in it, but summertime, yes bitch. Like give it to me all over my body in the summertime. All right, next thing I want to mention is just a restock. This isn't anything new or anything like that. This is just something that sells out so fucking fast every time it comes back, and that is the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar Palette. This is the palette I've been eyeing for the longest time. No shit, since February of this year. Like ever since it initially launched, I try to buy it every single time it restocks, and it sells out every single time, never fails. I just think this is such a beautiful eyeshadow palette, and the color story of it is just so unique. I'm totally here for it. It will be available on Friday, October 26th, and I believe this is $52. So a little bit more of an expensive eyeshadow palette, but I've heard nothing but amazing things on it, and the packaging is everything. I love the packaging on it. And I also want to mention that Jeffree Star is also going to be launching his holiday collection soon. I think he said November he was going to launch it, but I'm sure he'll have like a reveal video coming out as well. Totally here for it, everything that Jeffree Star does. And he is starting to like sneak peek things on like Snapchat and Instagram, so I'm totally here for it. He did sneak peek You're Still on the Property. I just can't with Jeffree Star. I fucking love Jeffree Star. Like, you can say whatever you want about him, I fucking love me some Jeffree Star. Okay, so I just saw this one last night. This is going to be a new, I don't know if it's going to be an eyeshadow palette, I don't know if it's going to be like a face palette. I don't know what this is going to be, but I'm totally here for it because I love this brand, and that is MakeupGeek. So it looks like they're coming out with a Stroke of Midnight palette. I'm not sure if it's going to be like an eyeshadow palette, face palette, anything like that. MakeupGeek is just a brand that I'm always gravitated towards because I love their products so much, and I've loved them from like day one. Ever since I started doing makeup, MakeupGeek has always been a really consistent brand for me. And the fact that this is like Stroke of Midnight, like Disney vibes, I just love that. So I'm totally here for it for that. Very excited to see what she actually is coming out with. And then she has this one palette. It's like one of the Marseille palettes. It's the one with the greens in it. Ooh, bitch! I am so eyeing that because it reminds me a lot of the Gemini palette that I keep complaining about that they're saying is limited edition. So I'm so eyeing that. That will be probably a palette that I purchase when I get back from vacation because it just looks so beautiful. And then she was wearing it in I think her like life update video. It looks so beautiful on the eye, so I'm totally eyeing that one. I don't think I ever even mentioned those in one of these Yes or Yawns video. I think maybe they got like announced before I started doing these videos, but that Marseille palette, the green one, I'll leave pictures on the screen like I always do. It looks so fucking beautiful. Alright, this next thing, I'm so fucking here for it, but I will most likely not be purchasing it. This is going to be holiday stuff from Louboutin. Automatically, you know it's going to be expensive as fuck, but this packaging is everything. Like, the packaging on this stuff is so beautiful. I would just buy this, if anything, just to showcase it in my room. I know I wouldn't ever use it. So beautiful on the packaging, but I know it's going to be way out of my budget, especially with Christmas coming up and everything like that. They absolutely murdered it when it came to the packaging, so I just wanted to mention that really quick. I don't even want to know the prices on that stuff. It's probably going to be like $90 for a lip gloss or something crazy like that. So definitely out of my price range, but I just think the packaging is super beautiful. So this one's going to be pretty short this week because it's really like the same things getting posted over and over again or like reposted. So I'm going to leave it off with this. It's the new Colourpop times Karreuche collection. How many times are these brands going to collaborate with the same people over and over again? I'm just wondering. I've said that in videos before. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it till I'm blue in the face. I just get so annoyed. In this industry, there's so many people to collaborate with. You don't need to collaborate with the same people over and over and over. Like, good for Karreuche, like, get that money, girl. But I'm just over it because I just want to see more people be recognized. If they're going to do collaborations, do it with more than just the same people over and over again. So with that being said, I'm not interested in this at all. I was way more interested when I read that they were doing the Make-A-Wish collection last week. And then you guys are probably getting sick of it, but I don't even give a shit because I'm obsessed with this. This is the Colourpop times Disney collection. This is the It's a Princess Thing eyeshadow palette. If you're going to get anything from Colourpop right now, this needs to be it. It's so beautiful. This is what I was wearing in my last video. I did a tutorial using this. It's just so beautiful, and it's only $20. Like, the packaging is everything. The color selection is really nice. It's very neutral. Like, anybody could use this. I feel like it's very daytime appropriate. But you guys, this shade thingamabob, I cannot get enough of that. Like, these are so smooth. There's such a beautiful formula for these metallics. And the Colourpop ones, I'm not usually impressed by at all. So the fact that I love this as much as I do, that alone should speak volumes for you guys because I'm very picky about my eyeshadows and I'm very, very, very picky about my metallics. And this one stands out dramatically to me. So that's going to be everything for this week's Yes or Yawn. I know it wasn't a ton, but like I said, it's like the same brands over and over again, or the same brands that I'm always complaining about, like Morphe, Kylie Cosmetics, KKW. It's like all that sort of stuff, and I feel like you guys are probably getting sick of me saying that I'm not going to purchase them for this reason, XYZ. So that's where I'm going to leave off for this week. If you guys ever want me to talk about anything specific, always tag me on Instagram or just slide into my DMs and be like, hey bitch, talk about this week. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace!